EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Samuel. Here's Allen. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd down and 9. Now Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
What's that? Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Quentin Williams there to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll motion over Samuel. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Look wide. Get this one complete. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, son.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Michigan. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be close to a first down, a gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's third down and a few inches.
Don't jump. Ready?
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On third down, it's Allen. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. And they convert on third down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And he goes up top, looking for Komet.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
So, fourth down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 95 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills take a 10-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Fields. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
Here we go. Go.
A first down throw for Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play. First and 10 now from the 36.
Angel. Here we go.
They put Wilson in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Out. Here we go, son.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move.
Right.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Ken. You got right.
Now Fields. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Fields to throw for it. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll start on the ground with Cook. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jermaine Johnson, the former 1st-round pick, in there to bring him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hey, Ken.
Again, it's Edwards. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Stop. Half. Go.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. Whoa! Cook with a 1st down and much more. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that 1st down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. That's to the rookie from Florida State, Keon Coleman. Here's Cook. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Brandon Stevens there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Cook. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Buffalo.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Off 52. Look out.
Here's Allen to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Angel, Angel, Angel. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen to throw. Checking it down. This one is caught. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Fields now on 2nd down. That'll be taken in by Edwards. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. They'll run it with Edwards. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Go.
Fields. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will tie the game here in the third quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. First and 10. To throw is Allen. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jermaine Johnson.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
Edwards now on first and 10. He's to the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Jets. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Zuerlein's kick. Up and good. And the Jets will go up by 7. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's a third down and 4.
Half 85.
On the handoff, this is Cook. The Bills bringing on their punting unit as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go,
Now, Fields. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go,
Fields now. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, son. It's you.
Fields to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Kmet. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
No jump, ready?
Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now it's a bootleg with Fields. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Middle. Alert! Look out!
Allen working from the pistol. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll motion a tight end right. Here's a handoff to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Game on. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Here we go. Right.
On the handoff, Edwards just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Here we go. Good.
They run once more with Edwards. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here we go. Right.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right.
They'll run the toss here with Edwards. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Right.
Man in motion is Smith.
West right fit. Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Hey, here we go, son. Go.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Fields. And he will score again. Touchdown, New York. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. Right side. Hauled in by Samuel. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Allen going to give it to Cook. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
From the gun, it's Allen. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here we go. Right. Here we go, son.
So this one a win for the visiting Jets. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.